Hi, my name is Beaubrun, and I'm a Board Certified Behavior Analyst with Brett DiNovi Associates. In this video, I'm going to be talking about comparing communication modalities. Many individuals with autism spectrum disorders or other developmental disabilities use an augmentative and alternative communication system as their primary mode of communication. There is little research regarding the use of empirical analysis to determine which of these modalities may be the best option for a learner. In the article, A Brief Assessment for Selecting Communication Modalities for Individuals with Autism Spectrum Disorders, they compare vocal speech, picture exchange, and manual signs in 3 individuals with autism spectrum disorders. In the article, both novel MANDS and TACs were taught using vocal speech, picture exchange, and manual signs. During Phase 1, the acquisition phase, a specific prompting sequence was utilized to teach vocal speech, picture exchange, and manual signs. The order in which each modality was trained was selected at random. During Phase 2, the choice analysis phase, the item was presented and the modality used was recorded. The researchers evaluated the rate of acquisition and preference for different communication modalities. That's vocal speech, picture exchange, and manual signs. Now let's discuss some implications. Functional communication training is a highly effective procedure to teach an alternative, appropriate response that saves a certain function as problem behavior. Selecting the appropriate communication modality may increase the effectiveness of functional communication training. Behavior analysts are responsible for designing and developing behavior plans. That includes replacement skills like FCT. Therefore, they should be the focus for behavior analysts. As a practitioner, when you're working with an individual seeking to identify the best communication modality, there are 4 points to consider in the individual's ability to make a request. The first is the mean length of utterance. That's the average number of words in a given phrase. For example, the individual may request for chips vocally using 1 word, but with a picture exchange communication, they might use the icon I want as well as the icon for chips. So with the picture exchange communication system, they're using a 3-word utterance, but vocally it's only 1. The other point to consider is the number of items the individual requests for. By number of items, that means the number of items or activities that the individual is able to request for. Another example would be using a picture exchange communication system. There might be only 1 icon for toys, but that might represent several toys. But vocally, the learner might be able to ask for a ball, a block, and a doll, meaning that they're requesting for 3 number of items vocally, but only 1 item, toys, using an icon. The next point to consider is the rate of MANDS. That refers to how often the individual requests within a given time. So if they're requesting vocally, let's say for 10 items in a minute, but only 5 items in a minute because using a tablet, they have to scan to find a particular vocabulary word. And the last item to consider is intelligibility. That's how well the individual is understood by unfamiliar listeners. Any voice output would probably be the most intelligible because that's an automated voice, as opposed to vocally, where there might be some articulation errors that the learner's making. Practitioners should collect data for each communication modality. The modality with the highest of these 4 points, as well as the preference of the individual, should be considered when selecting the primary mode of communication. I hope this information was helpful. Thanks for watching.